Hello everyone, welcome to Sinful Gaming. I hope you're all doing well. I hope you're all staying safe, and most of all, I hope you're all fighting that war against the great. Just get the camera. That's better. We are continuing on painting up our 100 Kingdoms. Hope you're all doing well. Hope everyone's staying safe, and most of all, yeah, hope you're all fighting that war against the great with me. We'll be here for a couple of hours painting up some 100 Kingdoms, trying to get these men-at-arms all their base coats down so they can be dipped and washed. Then we can start moving on to some of the other units for the army. Probably do the militia next, I reckon. Using our red grass wet palette, and I've got some broken toe brushes using tonight. I really do like these broken toe brushes. They have been quite nice. John, hello mate, how are we? Yeah, these broken toe brushes are solid. I've been really enjoying using them. What are we up to tonight, everyone? What hobby are we working on? It's the weekend. Getting any hobby done? Playing some games or whatnot? Be live until the football starts later. It's what, just over a couple of hours. Revan, hello mate, how are we? What are we working on hobby-wise tonight? Just applying the first coat of white. And then, yeah, we're just going to do the good old army painted dip method on these guys, just because I need to get these armies painted and up on the table. So we can come back to them at a later date and do some more highlights and layering, but we're just getting base coats down, then we're going to dip them. Oh, nice way to play Armored Warfare. Tanks. Awesome. That's not World of Tanks, is it? Because I know I have a friend who actually worked on the games. Yeah, so just slowly but surely going to get all the base coats down for all of this. Got to do a couple of layers of white, build that up. And then, yeah, we'll have men-at-arms done. And we can start working on some of the other troops for the army. Like I said, I'll probably do my militia next. Then the crossbowmen, and that's pretty much all the bulk of troops done. I've just got like my 12 knights to get, 9 knights to get done. And that's all my troops, and then I can start working on the characters. Because I built Gilded Legion, but I can't use my Gilded Legion until I can get a particular model that allows me to run them. Get finishing up the Nords after this as well. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I had a friend, well, I still have a friend. One of my gaming buddies worked for World of Tanks. So just got the white cloth to do. Purple Angel, yeah, we certainly are getting close to that 10K every day. It'll happen sometime this year, without a doubt. I have no doubt. Hopefully now, next week, I'm feeling better. My cough's sort of starting to go. Hopefully we'll be able to start getting some more back reps back up for people to enjoy. So that'll help get those numbers back up to where they should be. We've got a 10K Zija Sigma bat rep. That'll be the big plan. We'll also be doing a giveaway for 10K. A couple of the channel sponsors will be helping with a giveaway. We'll have Mithras, Terrainheim. So I have a couple of the trackers to give away. We'll have a game mat to give away to a lucky person from Mithras Games. And I'll work out some stuff with some of my other suppliers as well. Speaking of stuff, like, it won't be a giveaway, but we'll be soon able to get everyone some Cinderful gaming dice. And be able to get those out to people. Big thing for Teespring is we're able to we can have a merch store link, which is really, really useful for helping the channel grow. And helping, the channel continue to be able to keep doing what it's doing. I don't know how much past 10K it's going to take for me to actually require someone else to come and start doing a lot more work for the channel. Most people know it'll probably be like my little brother helps a heap, and my good mate Nick Wolfric Nick will certainly be helping a bit more. But they'll be the first two people you start seeing a lot more on the channel. Sounds like a pretty good day there, John. I had meatloaf and roast veggies for dinner. It was quite nice. Actually got a little getaway for a couple of days. We've got a stay over at a spa one night coming up for me and the wife, which will be absolutely amazing. Jay Durthu, I'm painting some 100 Kingdoms Men-at-Arms. Still getting these guys all base coated. Bit too long, and we should be done with these guys, and then we can move on to the next sort of units for the army. We can start getting some proper conquest battle reports up on the channel for everyone. People can start seeing this awesome game on the channel. Because it is an awesome game. I really, really like Conquest as a game. Rank and flank without getting too bogged down in rules. Speaking of Raven Flanks, we'll have some fantasy stuff happening on the channel soon. Like that'll be one of my next big projects. Will be fantasy, and 40k will be the next two big things after Conquest. And then we'll have Kings of War not far behind. Did pre-order the Halfling starter set. I'm really excited for that starter set. Those dog cavalry sold me on Kings of War. Like, I've never much been one that's struggled to sell me on Kings of War, but dog cavalry with halflings on top, I'm pretty sold on it. Kings of War will certainly be happening. You can expect it probably around just after that release of the Hobbit box, because not Hobbit, Halfling box. Yeah, the aim is to be bringing like a really wide pool of different style games to the channel this year. And you'll continue to see like the Star Collecting series and all that for a lot of different games. Yeah. Yeah, Bloodball will certainly be happening at some point, Jay Durthy. You can expect probably nearly every GW game will eventually make its way to the channel. It's a matter of other game systems, really. Just like I own Bloodball already. I've just got to paint up the 3 teams I own. Skaven, Orcs, Dark Elves. Yeah, I got 3 teams I own. None of them are painted. Yeah, I'd love to get some more Blood Bowl stuff happening for the channel. And yeah, definitely if there's games like people want to see, hit us up. Like, I'm more than happy to have a look. Donald, hello, mate. Yes, I have seen so many things. I am really looking forward to watching the football this afternoon in the UK. There is going to be one kick in the Premier League or somewhere in one of the leagues in England playing this weekend. Someone's going to go take a penalty and that ball's going to move off the spot and they're going to air kick it. See like a linesman holding down the ball with his finger to spike it for someone taking a corner kick. It's going to be some really interesting games. I have a feeling there will be a lot of goals, a lot of mistakes in the football this week. Seen the crazy stuff like over in Europe. It's just been weird, like that massive storm that hit that ferry in Germany. It's just insane. Yeah, you can imagine like some keep. The last time there was really big winds, I remember. I think it was Stoke. Like, of course, it was Stoke. That wind whips in that open stadium because, for those who don't know, Stoke used to have a stadium that has 2 short stands at the end and 2 long stands. So the wind just whips through that place like there's no tomorrow. It doesn't have like 4 grandstands. It has 2 grandstands either side and then 2 short stands on the ends, and the wind just whips through Stoke. But I remember seeing. I'm pretty sure it was Tim Krul scored a goal for Newcastle, from like they literally just started the play, passed it back to the goalkeeper, and he's long balled it, and it's bounced too close to the keeper, but then it's bounced and caught, like the bounce has caught the wind's caught the bounce, and just took it over the other goalkeeper who was off his line. Still remember that. That was pretty sweet. It was like it's one of the fastest goals in Premier League history as well, which is really funny. Goalkeeper's up there for one of the fastest goals in Premier League history. But yeah, I hope you are staying nice and safe and are in a part that's not getting absolutely battered. There's been some scary stuff over there with some of it. People have been injured. Watching all the videos that have popped up. I have not managed to have a check. I forgot all about it. So I will try to remember to have a look over the next couple of days. So yeah, maybe I'll go make some contact with them. Oh, ouch. Nice wet and windy outside for you, I'm assuming. I think that's all the ones that need the wax done. Now I can just start doing multiple layers. So just going to double check. It's just the ones to stand up tall, and the ones with banners, and the 2 heroes. I'm just going to go back through with Lead Belcher once the white's done, pick out all the buckles and stuff that I've overdone. That is a bot. I'll do. Bam! Got your bot. Take that. Yeah, I've been sick, so I wasn't sure how long I'd be sick for, so I ordered the Warcry book to come to me. So we should have that on the channel. We should have some new Warcry battle reports using the new stuff with the war bands and stuff like that. I'm really excited to get more Warcry happening on the channel again. So I'll have plenty more Warcry stuff coming for everyone. And I've got the 40k book coming as well. Let's go full Tom, Atlas. What do you mean by full Tom? But yeah, so I'm really excited, like, for where we're going to get more stuff. So there'll be more Warcry. We'll get some 40k stuff happening. Nackman will be here soon, and then we'll have some 40k back reps starting to get put out. Fantasy should be hitting the channel pretty soon, and then obviously Conquest. We picked up the stock and slash box. I love those Warcry boxes. They're great. Not just for Warcry, but for actual Zija Sigma. Like, if you haven't seen, I've been doing the videos talking about how you can use them to start off your Zija Sigma collections. Pretty much 2 of those boxes and add a couple of bits and pieces to any of them, and they're all really, really solid. Yeah, so I haven't played much Kill Team yet, so I'm not too sure. For For like the pickup skirmish game, Warcry is the better of the two games. I think. I hate the special movement sticks and all that stuff. Just use inches. It's what separates the two Modiphius games and makes Elder Scrolls better than the what do you call it? What's the other Bethesda game? I forget. The shooting Bethesda game. I forget the name of it now. What's the other Bethesda game? It's annoying me. Futuristic Bethesda game. That's annoying me. Fallout. Thank you, Donald. Yeah, so Fallout uses the measuring sticks, and I hate it. Elder Scrolls uses inches. I love it. Measuring sticks are terrible. Just use actual measurements. Just makes any game better. Yeah. Yeah, I haven't really played enough Kill Team to have an opinion on it. Yeah. I'm really interested to see what has updated in the Warcry box sets. I do like seeing like the Kill Team releasing like all these interesting sort of units. I mean, that's one of the cool things about Warcry is like we get those cool, interesting units in the game. Oh, we don't know. Do we know it's actually Chaos Space Marines yet? Have they announced it's actually going to be Chaos Space Marines versus the Elder? Or is that just rumor at this point? Okay, we don't know the details. Okay. Well, that's going to be interesting. Oh, yeah, I remember. Yeah, people spoiled. Yeah. No, I remember that now. That'd be pretty sweet, though. See what we get. What warband do I want to see for Underworld? I'd love to see like a full curtain off. You want to be pretty sweet. Oh, sorry, Underworld. I thought you meant Warcry. For Underworlds, so I think like a Witch Hunter and his retinue would be really cool. Like, there's a ton of things that could work for Zija Sigma. You can have like a Dwarven expedition team of some dispossessed, like a free good company. Be cool if we got like a full Kaskin release for 40k. Yeah, I'd love to see like a Witch Hunter and his little retinue. Dwarven expedition thing. There's so many you can do with Zija Sigma. Like even Spiderfang Grots would be cool to see. And it was on my back. Gotta love Australia. Ants freaking everywhere. Broken Chef, we're painting some men-at-arms for Conquest Last Argument of Kings, my 100 Kingdoms army. Evening. Well, night, really. It is just past 11 p.m. here. How is everything going for you, my man? Must say, the wet palette is the best thing I've ever bought hobby-wise. Nice. Revan, in all honesty, not really. When I maybe am able to, I might do some more like in-game editing, like turn stuff and like that. Turn numbers, that's probably what I got. But I like the format we do. I like the not overly long bat reps, but like the 40 to an hour and 20-minute bat reps. I think that is what the people who watch casual games watch. So, I'm hoping to do a little bit of changing with some of the bat reps and how we just sort of present them, but the overall like format of the long form, showing most of the dice rolling, won't change. That's what I personally like to watch when I watch a bat rep. So I'm not really a big fan of short form bat rep. It's not my sort of cup of tea. Watch a bat rep for the excitement of them. Yeah, like I look at it this way: like if I watch a bat rep, my favorite bat rep to watch is still mini wargaming. That is my like whatever you think of the rules and stuff. I think how I like to watch a bat rep. That is my favorite. We have been doing like dice rolls on the table now. I've gotten rid of the dice box. I am not a fan. I roll my dice. We roll the dice on the table now. So I got rid of the dice box. I'm not the biggest fan of like moving away, not showing the minis. So that's definitely something we've changed recently in the last few. Dice are rolled on the table. Our last one, it was a little bit hard because we ran out of space on the table with 5,000 points, but that won't be every game. The 5K battle is up on the channel, man. Nurgle vs Stormcast. Up a little while ago. A couple of weeks ago now, before I was sick. I think like when we talk bat reps, like my biggest pet hate with bat reps is I hate overhead bat rep. I hate something over the top of the battlefield. For me, it loses all. Like, I hate it. Can't stand it myself. Not my type of bat rep that I like to watch. All good, man. It is up. For you to watch when you can. I don't mind overhead in like a live stream, but a filmed overhead bat rep is something I don't like personally. I've also started we've been enjoying running the smaller games as well. I think it's going to be a big thing is like trying to break that 2K mold. Something I really want to try and do. It's all about funding. Like I run the channel on the bare minimum. There is like the funds are the miniatures coming to the channel. That is it. like the amount of patrons and YouTube members that pays for streaming software. John, yeah, like, what was your thing with bat reps, John? A big thing with like bat reps too is what I aim to do with bat reps. For me, it's about selling someone on the game. I want the game to look like fun. Like someone commented not too long ago on a Cruel Boys bat rep, going, "Oh well, why don't you run the 18 Bolt Boys list or whatever?" And I'm like, "It's just not a battle. It's just not an army I'm ever going to run on the channel ever. I just don't want to run that army on the channel because it's not fun. Like, it's not fun to watch either. Like, um, that's like a big thing for me. Is like I want the game to look fun. The whole channel's idea is getting people into playing tabletop war games, and so I need to show the game to be fun. I want to show people why I think the game is fun. And mortal wound shooting off your opponent's army is not most people's idea of fun. Um, Oh, John, you want a back rep channel to watch that does that? Check out Play on Tabletop. Live back reps. I do not care about overhead cam on live back reps. I think that's really interesting. Like live back reps can be done, but yeah. Look, as the channel continues to grow, I'll be able to put more money into the channel, and like it'll get better and better. Yeah, like look, you can run. I think Revan, like for me, it's like you can look at a list and go, cool, this is 9 of the Stormdrake Guard and 6 Long Strikes. I wonder how this battle report's going to go. You know, where like it was great because like someone commented the other day on our Stormcast and Beastman one where they were like, oh well, you shouldn't ever have Beastman and Stormcast together, like because it's obvious. And well, Beastman actually ended up winning, albeit to a mistake on Nick's part. But what happened was we were able to not take we didn't take a Stormdrake Guard, Vanguard Hunter Stormcast list. We took, a mix of some Evocators and some Sequitors and stuff like that. And then we played it against a probably more tooled up Beastman army to bring those power levels together to make a fun game for the two of us playing. Like, if it's not fun for me recording, I don't want to show the battle report. There have been games that I've tossed that we've played and that have just been over like that. And I've just not put them up on the channel because I'm just like, I didn't have fun playing this game. Or my opponent didn't have fun playing this game. It's not, if we didn't have fun with it, how can we expect people to watch it and have fun? Yeah, and like without a doubt, it is like the channel is based on the getting started videos. And look, the channel is all about stuff I enjoy doing. We've got the Black Library reviews up on the channel. I enjoy doing them. I don't care that they don't necessarily get most of the decent amount of views, although I would like to get more. I'll be getting more back to my Black Library reading. While I was sick, I just did do hobby, and normally I listen to a Black Library book while I do hobby. We'll be doing that. I'll get my Warhammer Quest videos recorded soon, so you should have some more Silver Tower stuff continuing on the video we did. But yeah, the getting started videos are definitely like the core of the channel, and that's what I want to bring to a lot of other games. I feel people know the channel and like the getting started videos, and people have gotten like there is nothing more satisfying for me when it happens like someone commented on a video or jumps in the Discord and go, "Hey, I bought the stuff you suggested in the getting started video. Now I'm starting my first army of whatever because the video you put together." You know, or they go, "Oh, I made a slight change. I like this model a lot better." So they grab that instead. But, you know, that's the coolest part about this for me. When I see someone, when I've managed to give someone the advice to start their army. Painting Beastmen. Have you checked out the Beastie Cats Codex? I have some fantastic tips on painting Beastmen. I did the Darkwalker scheme for mine. I know you've only seen the red one. That's an army I actually got off Doom and Darkness. If you've seen the blue stuff pop up in the back reps, that's my paint scheme. The Darkwalker scheme, it's really fun. They got some other cool schemes in there as well, in the Beastman Codex. For a little bit of inspiration, they got God-marked ones. Yeah, that's definitely something. Like we've done a couple of videos on like list building suggestions, but I do think that actually is not a bad idea, Revan. On just a list building 101. This is how you put an army together. And look, if you have suggestions on videos you think the channel would benefit from, or that you personally want to see, you've talked to like one of your friends, or someone trying to get into the hobby, and you go, "Oh, it'd be cool if someone had this video to get started." That's the sort of stuff. Like save stacking the other day I did for a couple of people who didn't quite understand it in that video. While it didn't necessarily do the biggest numbers, it got a really good response from people. But yeah, list building, I've done a couple on list building, and I think you've just given me an idea for a really cool video. It's not quite so simple to explain. Like, that video took multiple takes. Huh. Okay, randomly drop my mini. No worries. I will definitely get onto something like that. So I've actually been thinking about a similar video talking about like Conquest and Elder Scrolls in those sort of manners. We should have a ton more Elder Scrolls factions coming in the next couple of months, which will be really cool. So if you like Elder Scrolls, obviously you've seen that we've had the Imperials, Stormcloaks, obviously Draugr, and the Adventurers on. We've got more factions coming, so we'll have the Dark Brotherhood coming. So I have Dark Brotherhood, the Thieves Guild, College of Winterhold, and then we'll also have the Blades, Nightingales, and I think that's it. Oh, and yeah, Blades and Nightingales as well. So we'll have 5 new factions coming to the game. The College of Winterhold can summon Flame Atronachs, which I cannot wait to get doing. And yeah, the Thieves Guild and Nightingales are 2 separate factions. And the Blades are a thing as well, which is really sweet. I'm really excited to get those other factions in Elder Scrolls. And then in the next season of Elder Scrolls, we know we're going to be getting Dawn Guard, Volcanier Vampires, and Bandits. Yeah, no, it sounds like some really good ideas there, Revan. I will definitely jump onto getting some of that sort of stuff done for you. Especially if you are like a Patreon or a YouTube member, feel free to shoot that stuff to me. I'm going to start on YouTube members and Patreon asking for what Patreon and YouTube members want for the upcoming month. So you can expect to see that soon. Just like the book, there'll be book reviews that will get done. Now I'm just back in my flow. I can start asking what the Patreon and YouTube members want. And depending on what level of Patreon and YouTube member you are, depends on the priority your stuff will get. At the moment, there's only one YouTube member thing, but yeah, I'm really excited for Elder Scrolls with those 5 new factions. I think that will just expand what we can do in Elder Scrolls a ton with those different minis. So I'm really, really excited for that. And then Conquest, we've got Old Dominion coming, which I am super excited for Conquest with Old Dominion. They look so cool. If you haven't seen the Strategos model that they showed off, or any of the other models, we've got videos up on Conquest talking about what's coming this year for Conquest, and also our latest Conquest video. There's a ton of cool stuff coming for Conquest. And Old Dominion is like a Roman Byzantine style undead army. It looks amazing. Yeah, I strongly recommend Broken Chef. Go check out the video on the channel. Is what's coming for Conquest in 2022. That's the cool. But yeah, these undead stuff looks amazing. I will say, Conquest just has such great themes with its non-human army. I mean, its humans are cool as well. I like that the humans in the game are so generic. That is my favorite thing about the 100 Kingdoms, that they are so generic compared to all these weird and wondrous things. Like the Nords are so cool. The Wadrun, orcs riding dinosaurs. What's not cool about that? And apparently there's more dinosaurs coming. That was the latest news we had. They want to make an all dinosaur army completely feasible. Yeah, I do like the release schedule. Like we were talking about this last. I love that Conquest just brings out bits and pieces for each army, rather than doing the massive release like GW does. Hey Nick, how are we? I've had to kill a bot and you weren't even here, man. Like, disappointed. Yeah, play on tabletop, man. They are fantastic. Without a doubt, the best battle reports on YouTube by a country mile. Whoever you thought was the best, tabletop are 10 times better. The guys that do it are actual filmographers. It's fantastic stuff. And one day I may go on their channel when I can get over to America. Who's playing the early ones? Newcastle, isn't it? By the way, I'll be on until the second matches start, not the first game. Ouch. Sorry, Newcastle. So, John, you're watching. Was that yellow for a penalty or a free kick then had the goal scored from? Yeah, we're all getting a little better. Hoping we're all good because me and the wife are going to go away Monday, Tuesday. Also, I'll message you about game times later. I'm free all next week. So, yeah, man, it sucks. It's been a couple of weeks. Feels wrong not having had a game. Just saying, a couple of, probably by the end of the month, or probably sometime next month, we should have 5 new factions for Elder Scrolls to be playing with, because I've got the Assassins, and I've got those 2 Adventurer, the Delvers and the Wanderers coming. I mean, ice hockey, for me, I am a Penguins fan. No other reason than I absolutely love Penguins, and so Newt. A bit of good recent history with the Penguins. They are some pretty good ice hockey team at the moment. Well, were a little while ago. So with those, that means we have Assassins, Thieves Guild, Nightingales, College of Winterhold, Blades, all to add. And I'm getting the Flame Arch Narcs as well. Are you an Adelaide or are you a Crows or a Port fan? Because either way, I'm not going to be a rival of your team in who I go for. I do not go for an Adelaide team. I love me a good bit of sports ball. I watch quite a bit of sport, actually. Oh, cool. You're a good wife's a Port fan. Oh, nice. It's quite funny. We met a bunch of the Port players, like old Port Power, during primary school. My deputy principal, she was deputy principal for most of my years in primary school. And then in year 6, she actually left and worked as a school relations liaison or something like that, where she worked with like taking Port Power to the schools to, the whole like be a star sort of stuff. So, which was pretty cool, which meant our school, because, that's where she worked previously before getting that role with Port Power, was the one that got all the special treatment. So the other schools, would go and get, like B list players and all that. They'd get a couple of like, not nobodies, but not the main team. While our school would have like Primus and Wanganeen and Treadray, and the Burgoyne brothers and all that come out. Man. For American sport, it's quite funny. Like, it's literally, I go for Pittsburgh Penguins because I like penguins. Penguins are my favorite animal. That's why there's penguins. In basketball in America, well, when I had to pick a team, me and my mate, a couple of mates are really into basketball, and as kids growing up, they were really into it. They were playing an NBA game one night, and they're like, "Oh, do you want to play?" I'm like, "Cool." I know nothing about basketball. And they're like, "What team do you like?" I'm like, "I have no idea. Let's have a look." And so I'm like flicking through the teams on the basketball, and I'm like, "There's a dinosaur team. I'm gonna go dinosaurs." And yeah, Toronto Raptors. I'm like, "There's a dinosaur team. That's cool. I'm going for the dinosaur team." And hey, I've gone for them all this time. They've been terrible, and they finally got to the top. And then American football is the last sport. So I watched when the Patriots and the Seahawks Super Bowl. That was when I really got into American football, and I'm like, right, I'm going to go for the losing team. That way, no one can think I'm a bandwagon jumper. Now, if you know the funny part of that is that Seahawks lost. The Seahawks were the reigning champs before that. So, yeah, Seahawks fan. And then MLS, it's Orlando because that's where Drogba went and played. And as a Chelsea fan, I just go where the Chelsea player went. See, that's an odd place to be because those teams are direct rivals. They're divisional rivals. I'm not happy with how this season went because obviously the Rams won, and I don't like the Rams. They're a direct rival. Oh, nice. Awesome. Thank you very much, Broken Chef. There was that one season, was it not? I think it was the season before COVID hit. It was the season where the Lions actually did pretty well. They did pretty well not too long ago, and then I think they got bowed out straight away, didn't they, in the playoffs? About 3 or 4 years ago, the Lions had that one good season where they beat the Packers, beat Packers, did the double over the Packers in a single season. It was like massive for them. Then yeah, I'm mostly a big soccer fan. Like, if there's one team I support more than any, it's Chelsea. Chelsea are my team. And then it's probably a mix of like Seahawks, West Coast, and Perth Glory, and like the next ones I really, really heavily support. Pittsburgh and Toronto are probably the ones next little bit down. Chum is no surprise, seeing as I'm a Chelsea fan, that I like Dortmund. Dortmund is my team for the Bundesliga. Not doing too great this year, though. Oh, nice. Yeah, my family's from London, so like it's a pick of the bunch. My godfather actually played for Chelsea back in the day. That's why I go for them. But like my family goes for like all the sort of London clubs. So like I have family that go for Palace, West Ham, Aston Villa, Fulham. Mostly Fulham, Chelsea, Arsenal are like the main ones from my family. Sorry, yeah. They're second now. They weren't for a while. They were a bit of a rocky start, but they got there. I mean, second on the ladder is like first on the ladder when it comes to the Bundesliga, really. They're first. Because Bayern Munich just win it every year, so it doesn't matter. The second is like the first. The second is actually first. It's so hard to hate Liverpool now. Because Klopp was an amazing manager for Dortmund. So was Thomas Tuchel as well. Chelsea's current manager. He is the ex-Dortmund boss. Yeah, like they should. Newcastle, like Trippier's injured now for Newcastle. That was massive. He's been so insane for them the past few games. Come for the hobby, stay for the sports chat. Can't stand. Yeah. There's like an Australian, so many people are so into Liverpool over here. It's such a big thing, especially in South Australia. It is so funny, like watching the Premier League now. Like, there is a generation of people that don't understand that Manchester United is the big club in Manchester. There's a generation of kids out there that have never seen Manchester United win a title, despite having won 13 of them. Apparently it's not. Apparently he's not broken it for Trippier. So even like 2000s, you got to remember, like they did the best team of United was in early 2000s. The treble winning side, still not the best Premier League side of all time. I would say the best offensive Premier League side of all time was certainly the United treble winners. However, the best, maybe I'm biased because I'm Chelsea. I don't think the Invincibles were the best side at all. Because they drew a ton of games. They drew more than either the treble winners or either Chelsea's title reigns after that. They drew more games and they had less points. So the Invincibles is an interesting stat because it's like they actually played in a worse season. It's like Leicester. When Leicester won the Premier League, they only won the Premier League with like 80 points. 40k Blood Bowl could be pretty cool. Like, I think they're going to have to go down the like. I don't think we'll see 40k Blood Bowl, but I think we'll see. Of course they do. Look, I'm happy for Newcastle fans. They're a massive club, and they've finally got some money injected into their club after so long. I'm nothing but happy for Newcastle fans. It's like a working class town that just wants their club to be good. People say it's a bunch of bogans, but you know those bogans are like hard-working people. Who scored for Newcastle? Wood? Oh, Joe Willock. Well, that's going to be good. Yeah, it could definitely be a thing. I think they'll start touching into Age of Sigma before they go 40k. I think we will see Age of Sigma stuff coming into. I do like that they're exploring these other teams that never exist in Blood Bowl. Obviously, like the Snotling team and stuff like that. So I hope maybe we see like a full Dryad team or something like that for Blood Bowl. Could be really cool. Yeah, we're definitely looking to get some Blood Bowl. I've got 3 teams. I'll probably send them off to some commission painters I've been working with in the country. I've got some Warcry warbands and Underworld warbands going over to some other states. Going over to a couple of commission painters across Australia that are helping with the channel now. Yeah, Bloodball was made and actually released on the day of a Super Bowl. Someone's commenting on one of the Warhammer Age of Sigma pages. They're like, "Oh, I've noticed Age of Sigma has not gotten anything for a little while. Like the releases seem to be happening. Is the game going to die?" I'm like, "No, the GW is just having supply chain issues. That's all that's wrong. They're still just struggling to catch up and be where they want to be, supply-wise. It's all that's happening." I'm always going to say Underguts Ogres. I love Underguts. So that's got my vote. Yeah, man. I think if you've been worrying, you'll have fun with Underguts. Ogres are just fun to play. You have a fun army you can just push around the table. Alrighty, and we may call it here for the night as well. I'm going to go watch some football and do some other stuff while I do so, waiting for the Chelsea game. And I've finished the stage, so we'll leave it there. But thank you everyone for coming and watching, hobbying, hanging out, and chatting. We'll see you again maybe tomorrow night. But everyone, before I go, I'll answer Revan's question. I think Sylvaneth and Blades of Corn. All right. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Stay safe, stay well. Most of all, keep fighting that war against Grey. Patreon and YouTube links down in the video description. Also, come join our Discord if you're not already in there. Stay safe, everyone.